I would like to welcome everyone to our club growth presentation. We're going to talk tonight about club management using FREETOASTHOST. What is FREETOASTHOST? Well, we're going to talk about that. I would like to introduce you to my team. We have tonight Sherelle Griffin, who is our club extension chair, and Lena Sarianto, who is our club quality and marketing strategies chair. And they will be my presenters. Katrina will be presenting at another time. I'm Barb Wallace. Most of you know me. I'm the current District 44 Club Growth Director, and I'm really happy to serve you guys this year. And now I'd like to do our normal call to order. Please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to review our district mission. We build new clubs and we support all clubs in achieving excellence. That's my job. And our club mission, and this is one I love, and it's one I believe in. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. And I'd like to go over our agenda tonight. First of all, I'm going to talk a little bit about what FREETOASTHOST is. Basically, it's a custom website, and I'll share with you how you can request a FREETOASTHOST website for yourself. Then I'm going to pass the baton to Sherelle. And Sherelle's going to show you from a personal perspective her use of club website and how you might do the initial setup, how you log in and how you use the tabs in the tool. And then Lena Sarianto, who has probably more experience than Sherelle and I combined about using FREETOASTHOST. Lena is going to actually share some cool features, and she's going to talk a little bit about the following subjects: how you set up your agenda, mentor assignment, how the treasurer can use the tool to manage and monitor what's going on in the district and send out notices for renewals. Lena's going to tell us about membership management and custom websites. After we get done with each one of our sections, we're going to have a Q&A session, and we hope that you will be very engaged and ask us a lot of questions that we will answer after our little presentation. So this is about you. We want you to be able to manage and monitor your websites. So here we go. What is FREETOASTHOST? It is an exclusive web hosting management tool, and it is for Toastmaster clubs and for districts. The site has resources like user docs, it has a forum, and lots of website support. You can set up your own customized FREETOASTHOST website and effectively communicate with prospects, guests, members. You can set up your agendas online and manage things in a very efficient way. Okay, FREETOASTHOST is for all Toastmasters clubs. As I said, it is a free website for you. It was created and is supported by a group of Toastmasters. They work in cooperation with Toastmasters International. I have at the bottom of my slides, which you all are welcome to a copy of, the location where you can go to support toastmastersclubs.org. This is their homepage. And this, of course, is www.toastmasters.org, which I'm sure all of you are familiar with at this moment. They work hand in hand, and we'll give you a little snippet into how that's done. Some of the club's prerequisites: if you're a new club, or if you are a club that has not had a FREETOASTHOST site before, these are some of the things you must have. You need to know your club officers, who they are, the president, the EVP, the VPM, the VPPR, your secretary, treasurer, and sergeant at arms. You need to know your club name. You need to know your club number. You need to make sure your club and your club officer information is correct on the Toastmasters International website, because the two flow back and forth when you do your first setup. Now, this is how you do it for those of you who are new to Toastmasters, your brand new club. I saw Mario there, and I know that Mario is brand new. His club is coming into our group. Welcome, Mario. So this is for you. You would log into your Toastmasters International website. You, being the president and the officer, would go to Club Central. You would check your club officer assignments to make sure that that is correct. You have to choose your club if you have more than one club, but you'll probably only have one. So you need to check out and make sure that the club officer assignments are correct, that Toastmasters has entered them correctly for your club. Okay, when your Free Toast Host request is approved, the club president must approve the new website creation request via email, and your website will become active immediately. This is what the Free Toast Host request a website looks like. You have many different options. What you are going to do, one important thing that I wanted to share. One thing that you need to make sure you do is decide on a club name. For example, if you haven't decided or your club doesn't have a name yet, get together as an officer team and decide on a name. You can just keep it whatever you started out with, or you have the option to change your name. That's part of the opportunity that you're given once your club is chartered. If you don't put anything into this website optional area, you will just see HTTPS, your club number, toastmastersclubs.org. And if you do put it in, then you would see HTTPS and then your club name, toastmastersclubs.org. Free Toast Host websites always end in toastmastersclubs.org. And as you can see, this is the Free Toast Host support and development site. This is where you will go to enter your information. And what you have to do is select that you're a chartered club website. This is what you're requesting. That your district number is going to be District 44. Your club number will go here. Your name will go here, and you will become the webmaster for the initial setup. So, and usually this is the president of the club. Your email address. Excuse me. And if possible, as you can see, it says avoid entering a company institution email to ensure that you receive the initial email setups. And it can be changed later, but for right now, it looks like they want just a personal email address. And it can be the email address of the club president or the website administrator. However, it is the club president who has to approve the email request back from Toastmasters International Free Toast Host. They work in conjunction. You have to have permission to do this. So you are actually requesting a new website when you hit submit request. So what you want to do is actually put in the personal email address of your club president here. And then the next things that you want to do is go to the Free Toast Host support and development site, log in and register, and then create an account. This video is a little bit outdated, but it does contain a lot of great information about how to set up your website. Another thing you can do is click on how to use Free Toast Host. And that will take you to this Free Toast Host index page. And again, there's a lot of great information on the website. And you can go to the Free Toast Host website, quick start page. They also have a demo site that you can use to look at it and see how you can go about customizing your website. And I have the website addresses that you can use to go to each one of these pages directly, or you can just go to their main site and follow the steps that are on the website. Next, what we want to do is show you how we are actually using Free Toast Host to manage our different Toastmaster clubs. Sherelle Griffin manages the Navigators Toastmasters Club, which is our home club, and she's also our D44 Extension Chair. She's going to talk about her logins and tabs and just show you a little bit about how we use Free Toast Host and how you can use it too. I'm going to give control now to Sherelle. Take it away, Sherelle.
Well, welcome everyone from D44, our Toastmasters and guests. Good evening. Let me see. That's the button I want. Can you see my screen? Excellent. Great. So as our club growth director, Barbara Wallace said, it's my turn, and I want to show you how to set up your website. This is me, Sherelle Griffin, and I am the club extension chair. And there is my email address in case you need to get a hold of me. So setting up your club website is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Let's get started. There are secure logins, so we'll get a chance to take a look at those. There's access to website tools, which are very important. That's the whole idea, right, of having this Free Toast Host website, which we lovingly called FTH. And then there's tabs, and these give us access to different areas within our websites. We're all familiar with websites. I think this is going to be no problem whatsoever. Here we go. Starting with our secure web login. I am going to take a quick detour and get into the actual website. So when you first come over to your website, it's shiny, it's brand new. It doesn't have all of this information to the right inside of it. You have to access that information through admin login. So right here, you put in your club number. When you do set up your website, one of the things is make sure to put your club number somewhere on that page. Nice and big is pretty good. That way it's easy to start with the club number and then you can go to your password. Give me a moment to log in. That right there is super important. Logging in is everything. Do not lose that information. Not only will you not be able to get in, but others will not be able to get in. So let's take a look. I think that my PowerPoint presentation went away, so that's not a problem. We will keep going. When you first log in at the admin level, remember this is at the administrative level, you get messages from Free Toast Host system. And also if there's anything that the administrators of Free Toast Host need to tell you, you can copy that information, select and save it somewhere. Or what we do in our club, we keep this information so the next admin person who goes in can take a look and see what's been going on. Well, now that you're in, pop up to the Launch Admin Console. This console has all the tabs. This is my favorite part. dealing with these tabs. So we start out with basic settings. These are very important. Our club name right here. We kind of give a description, and we even include that ever-loving club number. It's so important. It's everything. It's like a social security number. Then there are keywords that we like to make sure that we have also within this area. That way our site is easy to identify when someone is searching for a Toastmasters club. You hit on things like public speaking, professional growth. These are very important. We have an alias, the navigators. And then down here, there's other information. You can set up formats, how you want to see the date, time. All of that is pertinent. And you set that up when you're setting up a brand new website. So the appearance, more goodies. I won't stay long here. You can see you can customize it. If somehow you decide, oh, we like these colors for our club, it identifies us. Or maybe it's a corporate club, and maybe you'd like to kind of carry over that information and logo from your corporate organization. Here's the place to do it. The home page. This is the most important part. These little grab areas down here, you can expand it. And then right here, you can expand it and see everything that's going on your website. We try and give as much information as possible. When our next meeting is, who our club officers are. We try to include all that information on this page. So now I'll come back out of here. You can use the paintbrush in order to get formats, which is very nice and convenient, or go along using the tools that are there. Meeting information, super important. Right here, we've also let them know that because of COVID, we've kind of scaled things back. That's exactly the place to do that. Further down the page, you want to be sure to include a map. If it's hard to get to you, you want to make sure you include that information. And back up here, if there's special instructions, you want to be sure to include that as well. Maybe they have to go through a security checkpoint. Maybe there's paying for parking. Make sure that you include that information there. Social links, another way to get the word out about your club. We have a Facebook page, so that's what we've included. Floater messages. Maybe your club is taking a break, or just like again, we keep letting people know we're meeting online, we're in a virtual environment, but we do have hybrid meetings once a month. So that's the information people see when they visit our club for the first time, our club website page. Access settings. This is something that the club president and the officers may want to think about. Who gets access to where? Oftentimes the president and vice president of education are the first in the list, but I love down here, when it comes to doing dues, club treasurer, let me just come down a little bit so you can see that. The club treasurer is already grayed out. They are number one on the list, the default. So they're handling club dues. And right now, that's very important. It is time that dues are due. Administrator info. Hey, Barbara Wallace, the one that's presenting this presentation this evening, our club growth director, she started our club and she holds the admin. There's her name, there's her email address. She talked about how important this information is. Be sure to include it. There's a page on website stats. I don't understand that, but I'm sure that if you need more information, there's instructions. This is the other thing. It's jam-packed with instructions, or you can reach out to the Free Toast Host team. And then here's that Free Toast Host team I was just telling you about. Right inside your admin level, you can see all of the information, how to contact them. In fact, sometimes I have had interesting things happen when I need to fill the agenda. You go right to the page, talk to them about it, and they are right on the spot to get things fixed for you. One more very important tab, member login. This is pretty simple. It's straightforward. It's just like logging into any other website. You get your username, password. You can set up your password to be automatic like I have, and then you authenticate and boom, you are into the website. Well, that's nice because this is a members only area. These tabs along here, these are all self-explanatory: meeting agendas, private member directory. You have access to that because you've logged in as a member. You can be logged in as both a member and as admin all at one time. However, it does give you different access. If maybe you're only logged in, excuse me, as an admin, you only can see certain things or have access. Once you're logged in as a member, for instance, access to signing up for meeting roles is then granted. Wow, that was a lot of information. Let's see what else there is. Actually, there's cool features. That's what's happening. That's what's next. Lena Sorianto, she's here with the cool features. I can't wait for her to show you those. So keep getting your questions ready because later on we'd like to do more demonstrations so we can really get into those areas that you are interested in. Thank you so much for letting me share. Lena?
Thank you, Sherelle, for such an amazing presentation. I'm going to go ahead and take over from here. And of course, if you have any questions, we're going to have a Q&A at the end. Let me go ahead and share my screen, which is going to be, again, FREETOAST hosts some cool features that all of us can learn together today. Let's go ahead and get started. What I will share today is some cool features for club officers. Let's say that you're a club officer, you don't know how to do it. And these are the cool features that actually you have the capability of doing it, such as agenda setting, how to add more agendas, mentor assignment, how do you recognize mentor assignment? Because there is a feature that VP Education can have access to. Treasurer dues, how do you send treasurer dues to members? How do you keep track of those? Membership management, and of course, the coolest one will be the custom website because you don't have to stick with the FREETOAST host basic website. We can create your own custom website. Let's go ahead and get started with the agenda setting. As a VPE, a lot of times we have to set up agenda. What you can do is you have access, according to Cheryl or Sherelle, is now you have the access to agenda setting. So here, if you go to the website, you can see agenda setting here. And pretty much if your website is an established website, which is existing club, then you already have the specific agenda template there. As a VPE, what you can do is you can go to meeting agenda. Voila, you have the agenda coming up. But if you want to create new agenda, this plus sign right here is where you want to add. Let's say you want to add a new agenda for next month. You can choose the meeting date, what meeting number, but of course, most importantly, you want to make sure that which one has not been created. As you could see, if I pull down this address bar, the agenda is actually set up until December. Well, you certainly don't want to set up another September's agenda because then it will be duplicate. So maybe you can continue. Oh, wow, December 28th, maybe I can set up January's agenda. That's where you can just put January and then 2025. The meeting is on Saturday, so I just put Saturday, and then you can select the template that you want to do, or you can copy from previous agenda. If you're brand new, then you can have a sample 1-hour agenda or 2-hour template. So here, because John's Quick Toastmasters, we have a set agenda already, so you can just choose that, and then default the meeting start time to 9:45. That's what we do, or we meet, and then you can click on save. As simple as that. And once you save and close, I think the website is a little bit slow. Then you should be able to see January 4th, 2025. Voila, your new agenda is set up. So that's the cool features that as VPE you can have access to. You can set the timing. You can actually create a brand new template like for contests, or you can use the existing template that's for VP education. Next, moving on is another cool feature for VP education. Oh my gosh, I don't know who's mentoring what, because that's your responsibility as a VPE to assign mentor to new member. So how do you keep track of that? So this is where you can go to. In the FREETOASTHOST website, if you are the VPE, and it depends on the membership management, of course, make sure that the web admin has chosen you as the VPE. Like Lina Sorianto, I'm the VP of the club. That's the reason why I have this option called Assign Mentors. When you click on that, let's choose one of the newest members that just joined. Maybe let's say that I will choose this one, Vidya, for instance. And maybe you want to choose one person to be the mentor, or you can choose only one person or either two people. Some members want to have two mentors. So, but of course, the basic is always one person. So this is what you do. So Vidya is going to be mentored by Lina, and you can click check over here to send the assignment notification emails so that Vidya here, the newest member, will know that Lina is her mentor. And Lina also will know that Vidya is her mentee. In that case, we can have that relationship. I will see Vidya's contact information, her email. I can start calling her, and you can click save here. And most importantly, did you know that membership report tools is a cool function for VPE? Because, oh no, I forgot who is mentoring what. You can just click on these to download the report. Then when you download the report, you can see mentors and their proteges here. And you can just print the report, or you can just print the prospect. Well, it's not the prospect, just basically the members and their mentors, or mentors and their proteges. So those are the cool functions that you as VPE can have access to. Moving on is the treasure. Yay! Dues are due. Did you know that? It's only a couple days away, so therefore, maybe it's not too late if you haven't collected the dues yet, but you as a treasurer can have the access to dues renewal screen called dues management. And here in dues management, you can see this basic screen, but how do you go and access that? Don't worry, as a treasurer, yes, I'm also the treasurer of a club. And the club that I belong to is True North Toastmasters. So let me go ahead and open up True North Toastmasters. There, as a treasurer, I have the function of treasurer's function dues. So when I click on this function, you could see this sample dues management. The invoice setting, I just put down, customized with my name, how to contact, the latest can be paid when. I just put September 26th, how much is the due, $75, and make check payable if they want to make a check payable to who. And this is just a template that is set up by FREETOASTHOST website, but you can customize under this custom closing message. I just put down October dues are due. We need to have 8 members. Oh my gosh. Well, if any of you want to join True North, let me know. To pay their dues for our club to be in good standing, will you be one of these 8 members? Well, because this club is a special club. You can put a message like that, and you can say, please pay your dues by September 26th or something like that. And then click save dues information here. After you save, you can go to invoice preview and take a look at how it will look. Look at that. This custom message is yours. You can put your PayPal link if you use PayPal so that members can click pay now and they will be able to pay the dues. And if you want to track, this is what you need to do. Oh, Afion has already paid, yay. Lena has already paid, yay. So we can just pick and choose who has already paid, PayPal, cash, or check, or somebody who decided not to renew, then you put other, and then you can take them off later on. You can actually update and send notice, or update change only. Update and send notice is you will send this invoice to members who have not paid their dues. Cool enough? And you can even follow up with an email. So those are the functions that treasurer has the privilege of. Cool enough? Now, moving on to membership management. Membership management is a very cool function depending on your club. Some clubs have VP membership, input the new members. Some club has VPPR. Some club has treasurer, because right after you collect the dues, then you set them up on their website. Or you can send it to VPPR, wait until the VPPR has time to put in the website. It's up to your club to make that decision. But whoever you are, whether you're VP membership or you're treasurer, then you can have this function under membership management. Let's take a look at what we can do in this membership management. And with that, I will go ahead and click on this True North website, membership management. Here is the website. Let's say that we have a new member. Maybe we could put Ben Armstrong. His email address is, let's put my email just for instance, and then the phone number is like that. And then you can just, since he's a new member, this is how you set him up. After you pay the dues, you know that he's already official in Toastmasters website because he paid you the dues, then that's where you can set him up and then click save. And then once you saved it, then he will be in this option. In one of these, there will be a line across him because he has to opt in order to do that. You can send opt-in email, resend opt-in email, or you can send new members welcome so that the Free Toast host will create the special email to just welcome him to the club. That's usually VP membership's responsibility. You can also, let's say that this is already almost October. Some members don't want to renew. Oh, she doesn't want to renew, then you can put her under former member. So put under former members list. And when you put her under former members list, she's not going to pop up here anymore. But when you click on former members, here is all the list of former members. Why did we not want to delete them? Yes, you can certainly delete. You say, well, I don't want to have this Jennifer. You can delete her, delete people, but then the delete people means to say they will never show up in your website. The good reason why you want to put some of your current members to former members is that sometimes they will come back to the club when they have the time. And with that, you don't want to reset them once again. Their profile will stick, they will stay as the member, and sometimes you can also send emails to former members. That's why I don't want to delete people completely from the website. We want to retain that historical record. Cool enough? That's the VP membership or treasurer function. Now, what is the coolest on the website? Custom website. Yay! What can you do? If you feel like Free Toast Host is boring, I want to have a special connection in our website. You can create your own website, especially VP Education, because VP Education, you want to feature some of the pathways information, or you can direct members to the district website, the Toastmasters International website. But what if, as a VP Education, you want to be able to provide members with some good information, specifics about your club? That's where you create custom website. And custom website can be accessed through the admin console. You can either do it, you can ask your VPPR to do it on the custom web page here. On the custom web page, you create a page, you can type in the information that you want, you can create the title of the page, but I want to show you these cool features that we have. We have a website called Club News for True North Toastmasters. And when you click on it, this is the custom website that I'm talking about. You can see all these lovely pictures of our presenter, the past district winners. All these can be your Club News function. And in John's Quick website, I have a special custom website as a VPE for members access only. And that is called Toastmasters Pathway. It's under members only, Toastmasters Pathway. As you could see, I put down several videos that members can log on to and see all the different videos. They can click and go to each paths and projects. So all of these can be accessed through as simple as the admin console, create custom web pages, and then you can put down the website title. You can put whether it's welcome here. Maybe the website will be welcome or new members. Okay, new members. And then you can put the web page name, new members. And the keyword would be Toastmasters. And you can choose on the bottom whether it's public access or members access only. In this case, I'm not going to save because this is just a sample for you to do or to understand. Moving on is the resources. You are not alone. Because why? You have got so many resources. We're here for you. And if we're not available, then you can also go to the website because this is the free Toast Host resources, the website support documents, website support forums you can access. And where can you find that page? Here you go in your website. Underneath File Manager, this is the website support documents. When you click on it, you can see the website support documents. You can also see the forums. You can ask a question. You can get your answer in 24 hours. So these are some of the very cool functions for the officers that we can utilize to have your website pop by having a custom web page. Now at this time, I will stop here because we're going to entertain any questions or have a demo, and I will actually return control back to our Club Growth Director, Barbara Wallace. Barbara?
Thank you very much, Lena. All right, this is your time. What did you like about our presentation? What questions do you have? Just unmute and ask your question or raise your hand so that we can start. Okay, Rolanda.
Greetings, everyone. I do have a question. Someone years ago entered a guest as a member at our club, and that was wonderful because anytime that we had a guest, we could go ahead and sign them up on the agenda through the guest. That something happened, it was deleted, and now I'm trying to figure out how to go back and create this guest member so that anytime we have a guest coming, we can go ahead and sign that role to the guest.
Okay, I think I can take that. I will share my screen and go to our FREETOAST host. Actually, I'm going to use Beyond the World of Toastmasters because that's a different website yet, because this is yet our advanced club website, and I'm already the admin, I've logged in. And then we go to membership management. Now, let me ask a question, Rolanda. Do you have this guests tab? Or is this what got lost?
No, it was not the listing of guests. This was put in as a member.
All right, so you had a guest here, my
Yes,
guest. Correct?
true, true, true.
Email or my guest email. Some site.com.
Now, this would have to be someone at Toastmasters, an official Toastmaster, correct?
Yes. No,
Oh, okay.
no, you can enter anybody's name here. And what will happen is an email will be sent to my guest, and they will have to accept that their entry into the Free Toast Host system. Now,
I think that
Lena?
you're looking at,
Lena, I'm going to ask Lena about this because I am actually not sure if the person has to be a member already.
Okay, so I
Lena,
have,
Sherelle?
yeah, I will go ahead and share my screen if you wanna. Okay, so there are several options, okay? If you want to enter someone, I would not highly recommend to enter a specific name to be a member when they're only a guest, because again, it's a paid membership organization. If they're only a guest, they haven't paid their dues, I usually don't set them up that way. But what I did, as you could see, I create one feature called Guest of the Day as the guest. Therefore, if somebody wants to come into your club, they want to sign up as a guest speaker, you just put guest of the day. And then this is just a generic thing, which I recommend all of you do. Instead of putting Lena Surianto as part of Navigators Club, which I didn't even pay the membership of, well, I don't have the privilege. Because as a guest, if you put me, Lena Surianto, as part of Navigator, I can sign up as a speaker. I can sign up for any roles that I want to without paying. So that's the caveat. But what I recommend is you can either put the guests in here. Maybe Lina Sorrento is a guest for Navigator Club, let's say. You can put me as a guest there. But still, I cannot sign up for roles. But if you want to put a guest in the role, what you can do is just put down a guest and then put down your email address, a different email address here. This is what I put. And when somebody else wants to sign up for a role, you just put guest of the day. So let's take a look at the meeting agenda, for instance. If let's say we have a guest speaker, and the guest speaker can be guest of the day, and click save. And everybody know that, oh, there is a guest speaker here, guest of the day. And then you can put her information, guest speaker today is Barbara Wallace. Just like that. And save the speech information so that the guest will pop up in the agenda saying who it is. So as simple as that. I would not recommend you put the guest as member because they didn't pay. It's our privilege to actually add members to members roster. You can put guests in the guest roster and follow up with them that way. But if you want them to participate in your meeting, you just have a generic guest of the day as member.
Thank you, Lena. That's exactly what I needed. We had a guest in the past, and as I stated, it was deleted for some reason, and now I need to go back and put it back in, but it's perfect for guests, especially speakers, because it allows you to be able to select their projects, and whoever is evaluating them can easily access the evaluation form
Yes.
when they're on the agenda. Thank you.
Sherelle, did you have something to add? You just put yourself on mute.
Lena gave an excellent explanation. just a little bit more about that. We also gave our guests our club website. Well, we have a Gmail account. So we gave our guests that email. So we also monitor the email regarding the quote unquote guest. But everything Lena said is absolutely correct. It allows you that space to invite guests in and have them come in, and you can keep track of the pathways or have access to the evaluation forms. They can fill in information for the, excuse me, my mind is the introduction part within the agenda. So it's very convenient to have Rolanda and everyone else a guest on your agenda as a member. Thank you, Barbara.
All right, any other questions? Jim, you had a question.
I do. I was challenged by someone to automatically populate the officer role within certain meeting roles that are held by an officer. Now, we put that in our agenda to be selectable because on occasion, perhaps that officer would not be able to attend themselves, and so then there would be another name in there. And I was told that it's possible for Free Toast Host to automatically populate that kind of role with an officer's name based on the officer's assignment. I have no idea how to do it, and if someone knows how to do it, I'd love to see how.
My understanding, I'll take that one, is that when you first set up your Free Toast Host Club website, the information for your club officer list is taken directly from your Toastmasters club account. And I don't know if you can do it after that time, but I do know that initially when you set up the website, if you're a new club, Toastmasters International is going to automatically populate Free Toast Host with that information for you. Now, I have not seen
apologize,
that
but that's
work.
not what I asked.
No, I know. I have not seen that work. Lena, do you have any idea?
Yes, if you want to set up like a custom, let me share my screen again here. And again, I have to take True North because we have our lovely Sergeant at Arms here. So here you go. Well, Afion is always popping up as Sergeant at Arms, and President is Bobby Rosenbleeth. Let's say that Bobby's not going to be here, and the next presiding officer is me. You can customize it here, or you can set it up because let's say that July 1st comes and you want to change officers in every single website so that you don't have to change all these agenda one by one. So here you can go to agenda template or setting right here. And when you are in the agenda template or setting, you choose your template that you normally use, which is True North in this case. And then over there, you can just pick and choose, oh, the new year, maybe Hannah is the new Sergeant at Arms. Bobby is no longer the president. Afion is the president. And then you can just click and save over here. Okay. So once you save over here and close out any new agenda that you have, let's say that you want to create a new agenda, then the officer that pops up will always be that, well, in this case, I don't want to do it, will be the officer that you set up in the agenda template. Does it make sense?
It makes total sense.
Yeah.
I was thinking that there was some sort of magical control mechanism that would allow that to be auto-populated. I didn't even think of something as simple as just having a template that was reused. So that answers that question. Thank you.
But one thing, just to make sure that once you set up in the template, it will stay. But any agenda that you already set up previously before you make the change, you have to set it. You have to change it one by one. So
No,
it's
Leah,
like
I totally understand. I mean, I've been doing Free Toast Host for a while. I was just looking for some tips and tricks, and I didn't think about doing it the easy way, which is part of the engineer in me. So apologies for that. I heard someone make an assertion that you can do credit card processing by way of Free Toast Host. Is there any truth to that, or is that an urban myth?
I do not know. I would leave that for Lena or Sherelle.
Yes, there is a way to do a credit card, just like what I did in the treasurer's due function, because you have to copy and put it on the custom web page. I have done it before, like using PayPal. PayPal has a function where you can input the credit card, although right now I don't have a PayPal open up. So PayPal has a cool function where you can actually log in and put in the credit card information, or you can, and then you can embed it in the website.
Okay,
It's
I
a
understand
link.
that. So there's no credit card processing mechanism
No, there is not.
within Free
Yeah.
Toast Host. So that was not true. I understand what you're saying about utilizing other means, and that's absolutely appropriate. And thank you very much.
Yeah, so you just have to embed, the button in PayPal to FREETOASTHOST, then you will have that pay option.
All right. Any other questions?
And I think Afyon has got some text here.
Okay.
Afyon put some comments here, pay options I set by treasurer, just like how I set as a treasurer. What I set is I use the PayPal link here.
Afyon, do you want to,
There, this PayPal link is
okay.
what we did on our website, because that's our link to pay the dues. And then when you click save, and the actual screen looks like this invoice preview, it will look like a button saying pay now. Yeah, that's what it looks like. But when you set it up, you just click from PayPal buttons and then put the link here.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry I'm not on camera, but I think what's also important is the treasurer can identify on the Toastmasters website if self-pay is an option or not. So the TI website is different from Free Toast Host.
Yes.
So I want to be sure everybody understands that.
Right. That is correct. The Toastmasters International website is the place you have to go to enable self-pay. When you enable self-pay on the Toastmasters International website, that is a place where all members can go and renew their dues using their own credit card through the self-pay enabled selection. But that has to be set up by the administrative team or the officer team of the club.
When the club dues, I just want to add that when the club, like my John's Quick Toastmasters has two dues. One is Toastmasters dues, one is the club local dues. When you have got two local dues, we did not enable self-pay in Toastmasters website. And the reason is that then you have to keep track of Toastmasters, you have to keep track of that $15. It becomes a little bit overwhelming for the treasurer. So we just combine it. And that's what I did for True North. That's what we did for John's Quick, because then you pay in PayPal, one payment, $75. And then after people pay, then you can just go ahead and submit the Toastmasters dues to Toastmasters International and keep the local dues. But Beyond the Wall is different because we don't collect any local dues. So we have self-pay enabled.
Right.
For all members.
Right. I do want to mention though that every club is different. So I do belong
Yes.
to a club that allows self-pay of Toastmasters dues on the Toastmasters website. And then we pay the treasurer separately for club dues. So I was just making the distinction that there's a difference between clicking or selecting options within Free Toast Host and what those pay options are on the Toastmasters International website.
Yes.
I
Sherelle?
just would, yes, quickly like to add those links. Be sure that those are only in member only areas. You don't want to provide any type of link like that out for the public. Not so much because it's the public that may get a hold of it, but as you know, we have bots and whatever else that's out there seeking to find information from your website. So links are very important. I found this out the hard way. So don't put any of that information out there. Also, regarding club officers, you'd like to have people be able to get a hold of them by their emails, but the website Free Toast Toast, it's just a wonderful tool. This is falls in within tips and tricks. Simply give that type of email out and it comes back to the person who is signed up for that club officer role, as well as the group of club officers. So again, just make sure you don't put any type of web access out for the public, just because it's not the public that you have to worry about, but there are other things that technology is looking for that information, and it can really get into the works of things. And yeah, those email addresses are very nice to use too. That way you can stay anonymous. Thank you.
I will say that as the treasurer for navigators, we do have self-pay enable, but we also have an option for self-pay, or they can use PayPal, or they can send me a check. It doesn't matter as long as they pay their dues. And they can send, I have a separate PayPal link that is set up when I send out the dues newsletter, or the dues are due from the FREETOASTHOST website. So we have actually a couple of links in there. One is to pay the club dues, one is to do the self-pay, or to pay both. We accept money in any way. And I just keep track of it. Anne, you had some suggestions. Would you like to share?
Well, I don't really believe that I had any suggestions aside from I do things a little bit differently with our guests in that I do ask them to accept receiving information from Paces West Toastmasters. And typically, the guests that I ask to do this are Toastmasters from other organizations, not necessarily Paces West. And then if they are coming to our meeting and they are taking on a functionary role or a speaking role, I move them into our meeting as a member. And at the end of the meeting, I move them back into a guest. And that way, I never lose people's emails or the ability to send something to a guest.
One thing that I'd like to share, it's a feature that I use at Navigators and at Beyond the World of Toastmasters. Let me share my screen. You instilled something like that in the website settings in membership management. We can go to a member, say I want to send an email to all of my members. You can use select people, then select a tool. For example, if I want to send a basic email, well, I can say, I can type in something. And as you notice, this is going to go to all of the members of Beyond the World of Toastmasters. This is a test message. All right. And if I click on send, that is automatically going to be sent out to all the members. Now, what's interesting is that you can do the same thing with prospects. You want to say, okay, I want to send a basic email saying, hey, you guys actually were here once, come on back. We'd like to invite you back. And one of the things that you can do is load email templates, and you can also save email templates. So if I wanted to load a template, this is we will meet in person. Okay, so this is a message that I wanted to send out to everyone. We're going to meet at St. David Episcopal Church. So I could send this out to our prospects. I could send it to our guests. I could send it to our former members. I can send it to any friends and affiliates in any of these tabs by simply checking the all button. I can select the people and a tool. I can send a basic email. I can create it. And then if let's see, this is a test. Okay. And this is my test email. Oop. And then I can actually save that as an email template. Now I can say the title of it. This is a test. I can give a description if I want, but that really doesn't show up anywhere. So I can save the template. And now I've got my email template closed, saved. So I can go back here and select a tool, load an email template, select one, and where's my, this is a test. Okay, and I can load that template, and voila, I have my new template, and I can send it to any of the people that I want. I use that all the time. I use that for my dues are due. You can actually create the data in your email template. You can save it. You can delete an email template, and you can also set up your email signature in here. So that's a feature that I wanted to share with you because it's one that I do use quite a lot. And I have used it in the past.
I think Jim pointed
like
out a very good suggestion in the club email address. I think that we need to show that. Let me go ahead and show that. This club email address is another cool function that we need to know. This is right here, club email address. When you click on it, you can see different email address for the members. If you don't feel comfortable doing what Barbara did just now, because it's a little bit more advanced, then you can just copy and paste and write an email in your Outlook or your Gmail to all members. And you can see former members, you could see prospects, so all these former members. You can send them an email and it will include all the former members in your members management that says former members. So it will include all these former members. You don't have to tap one by one or check all of them, but you can just simply go to club email address and then click on officers, click on mentors, click on former members, all these cool generic email address that you can use and type in your Outlook or in your Gmail.
And I'd like to
Cheryl,
add on to that.
Yep.
Yes, I would like to add on to that. So I'll share my screen as well. When you are the VPE of a club, it's wonderful as well. So there are so many different ways to get information out to your members, club prospects, guests, visitors. I even have added an extra category called Friends of the Navigators. Nonetheless, for the VPE, when they're getting ready to send out the agenda, the roles are all signed up for. You can simply click here where there's the little envelope, the email, and you can email your agenda. What's wonderful about it, it has that wonderful feature that we've just been talking about. In this area here, you can customize an email saying, be sure to be there. This meeting is in person, and other information, reminding everyone to sign up for open meeting rules. And it simply sends out to all the members by simply hitting the button, send email. So there are so many wonderful ways to get information out to your clubs, and they're very easy. They access those lists that are built in to FREETOASTHOST. They're just wonderful.
Jim?
Yes, I just wanted to put one more piece of information in your noggin. When using those special mailing lists that Lena showed and I posted in the chat, make sure that you are sourcing that message from the email address that is registered within FREETOASTHOST for that club. Because if you were to, let's say you sign up Genius and you want to try to use one of those special email addresses and send it from them and not from your own personal email account that's registered within FREETOASTHOST, it will not work.
Right.
So there's authentication that goes on within FREETOASTHOST to make sure that only people who are sending an email from a recognized email account can use those email mailing lists.
Thank you. I'm glad you brought that up because yes, I've had that problem in the past where I've tried to send an email and my email address wasn't an authorized email address within FreeToast and it wouldn't let me use members at dash club number. It rejected it. So you do, if you're sending something, it has to be from an account that is registered within FreeToast, an email account that's registered within FreeToast.
That's another
Absolutely.
reason why we actually use the Gmail account within our quote unquote guest members. So we use our club Gmail account so that that's a valid email address.
Anybody else have any questions? Mario, how are you doing? What do you think?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I do have questions. Hold on, let me pull up my notes. Um, you mentioned the mentor role. I guess mentoring new members. What is the timeline for having mentors, especially starting with the new club?
Lena, I'm gonna let you take that one.
The mentor and mentee, once a member sign up newly, you have to immediately assign that new member a mentor. And the reason why is that because we have had some lacks. We have got 10 people join at the same time. And within 1 month, the VPE got a little bit overwhelmed, and therefore some members do not get assigned mentors immediately. They just dropped in the next renewal because they felt like they are not having that service that they want to. So assign immediately. The day they sign up as new member, that's the day you, as VP Education, assign them a mentor. You can,
Okay.
I can mentor like 6 members at a time because you don't have to be walking through the steps with them. You can just have a Zoom session with 6 new members. Let's say you have a new club, let's say.
He is a new club.
Oh, you're a new club.
Brand new club,
Yeah.
brand new president of a brand new
Only
club.
season member, then you can have 6 members at a time. So what I did is I have a Zoom session. So let's say that the Zoom session is every Wednesday. I have every Wednesday, all the new members come and join me on this and this date, and you can get with them on the questions that they have.
Okay.
And Mario, you're gonna wanna reach out to your, I think it's Marcia.
Marcia, yeah.
Yeah, Marcia will be happy to help you with all of your questions like that. She's amazing, and I also can help you. When I actually see you guys drop, I still haven't seen your club drop. As soon as you guys get dropped, we'll get going on helping you out. We want to do a charter ceremony, and you'll be hearing more from me as well.
Yeah. Talking about the website, I heard several names or roles mentioned in the managing of the website. Generally, is that the role of the president to manage the website?
Doesn't have to be.
Doesn't have to be. Okay.
It should be the BPPR, but all of the officers have a part to play. So all of the officers really need to know how to use the website, how to manage it, and how to get into either their part of it. I give all my officers access to the whole thing. So just have everybody log in as the site admin. That's my personal preference, but I want to get all of the officers involved because if something happens to one of the officers, then somebody from the club needs to come back and be able to manage it or help the new person manage it.
Okay.
Well, I cannot emphasize enough what you just said. It's so important to have someone else know how to do things in your club. When you become the only source of anything, and I mean anything, it is a very uncomfortable place to be.
One thing is that since Mario, you're a new member and a new club, one thing that I've seen as a VP education is some annoying thing because everybody is working on dynamic leadership path when they sign up as a speaker. And the reason why is because once you sign up, let's say that you are in an agenda, oh gosh, it's my turn to speak. So I sign up as a speaker. And then I say, oh, icebreaker speech, and I will go ahead and save the project. But then when the Toastmaster of the day introducing me is saying, Lena Sorrento is working on dynamic leadership path. Well, I'm not dynamic leadership path because I'm presentation mastery. So how do you update that? This is a function that a lot of members make mistakes because they just pick the first one that comes up here.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is always dynamic leadership. So let's say I'm a presentation mastery. What you can do is under this filter button, you can type in presentation mastery. See, now presentation mastery pops up. You can choose level 3. You can choose level 1 or whichever presentation mastery is. And when you choose this, then you update it. Then now people can see Lena is working on presentation mastery. No more dynamic leadership. But I have seen over the years, everybody is working on dynamic leadership, which is not true. So this is how you can coach members to update correctly. So all you did is just on the filter button, type in the path that you are working on, and then it will pop up. So you don't have to scroll down all the way. That's the
Lena,
suggestion.
let me also ask or share that if you do a collapse all, you can see all of the paths in that selection. That is one of the integration points between, the cooperation points between Toastmasters International and Free Toast Host. That is one of the main features of Free Toast Host. So if you have a path and you're working on that path, then Free Toast Host will fill in that area when you are the speaker so that you can select the proper path and level. I hope that made sense. I don't know that you're that familiar with our paths yet. Mario?
Yeah, I saw that I met with Marcia. She told me that some of the paths were being sunset. So I'm aware of that we'll be expecting a smaller amount of pathways. I don't think she gave me the finalized list of what that's going to be yet. So, but that's what we're anticipating.
Okay, great, great. We will work with you on that. So
Okay.
have no fear. When you're ready, reach out, and we'll try to reach out also.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Let's see, somebody had their hand up. Who was it?
That was Rolanda. I was going to mention about collapsing, and you touched on that, Barbara. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Stephanie, do you have any questions?
Not a question, just a comment. This has been a really helpful training. I appreciate that you guys offered it, and I'm glad that I was able to attend. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Britt, how about you?
No, I don't. Thank you so much for the information, though.
All righty. Nicole, how about you?
Nothing here. I appreciate the information. It was very informative. So we're going to take a look at a few things. Thanks so much.
Okay, we're here to help you. So if you're in need of any questions, we'll be happy to help you out. And
Okay.
Gwen, how about you? How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. My question is, so for Free Toast hosts, I can have a Zoom meeting with Free Toast hosts.
No, no, you would just go to the website and sign up.
Okay.
Yeah, they're separate, Gwen. Free Toast Host is the website that's provided from Toastmasters International, and then Zoom is completely a separate platform.
Oh, okay. I thought I can set my meetings up with my teams and stuff. That's what I was thinking about.
You can
put the
Teams.
links in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you can set up your meetings in Teams, but Free Toast Host is a separate website for your club management and monitoring.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Sort of. I just thought, man, I was thinking when my Aero right there, and I had my Aero council meeting, it was something like that too. That's what I was thinking about.
The free toast host would be when you're setting up for a club, not for your area director role.
Oh, okay. Okay. Appreciate that.
Okay, Barb, may I share my screen?
Please, go ahead.
Okay. So when you have your agenda, Gwen, you have the ability to put this information in under agenda setup, the meeting venue, and the meeting description. And in the agenda setup, when you click on here, you can put the venue link. So you would put your Zoom meeting right there. And then it will show up on your agenda.
That could also be Microsoft Teams, or it could be Google Meet.
Correct, correct.
And can you show that again?
Sure. So if I have my agenda set up, I can go in and look at it and I can set it up for anything. And when I go to the agenda, I'll put in all my basic information. And then here under meeting venue where it's optional, I'll edit it and then go to the venue links where I'll put in my meeting information.
Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. Well, we are a little bit on the early side. If there are no other questions, and I think we can make this a wrap.
Okay.
Just,
Thank you very much.
All right.
I just
Go
would
ahead,
like to
Sherelle.
add on to what, yes, I would like to add on to what Anne said. If you have a brick and mortar establishment, you can also put the address in as well and a map. So that is very open. I think it was Stephanie who was asking the question. It's wonderful. It provides, when we have hybrid meetings, we can give the link for the people who are going to appear virtually, as well as give them the map and the address and the location. So take a look at that feature of, what was that? And what was that tab? I always have to look at what I'm doing.
It
Was part of the agenda setup.
Yeah, it's when you go to edit the agenda setup, you have meeting venues. So if you've got different things happening, you can save them. And then you would just go in and edit as you need to.
We aren't looking at your free toast hosts.
You're not.
Okay. We see your front page. It's beautiful.
Let's do that then. Share. Oh, wrong thing again. All right, here we go. So when you're in your agenda, if you've got it, you'll typically just have to set this up once and then make any changes for odd meeting dates. You'll go into your agenda setup. You'll have your meeting venue. You can see that we've got a couple of different things here that we've used, but typically we're doing the second and the fourth Tuesdays. And if I have to edit it, I've got my physical address, the phone number that people might call in. And under links, I've got the Zoom link. You could use your Teams or whatever else you're using. The venue information link. So we use our club website that gives people a place to go back to. And then we do have a photograph so that they know where to park and where they can go into.
Yeah, there's all kinds of customizations that you can do with this tool. And as you can see, there's multiple Toastmaster clubs that are using the same tool in the way that it makes sense for them. That's why it's such a powerful tool, and it's free. So I encourage all of you to use it if you don't already use it. It's something to consider. All right, and thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you all for attending. And if you have any questions, please reach out to us. It's been our honor and privilege to share this information with you.
Okay. Good night. Thank
Good
you, Barb.
night.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
Sherelle.
Right.
Thank
Thanks,
you, Roland.
everyone.
Night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye, Barb.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Gwen.